Chris here, nice garage. I'm back at it with a 2025 Honda Grom. Now you see me work on my 23 and now I got a 25. So, of course, they still come with this butt ugly, well, they call it a fender, even though to me this is the fender, front and rear fender. But this tail section, blah, blah, blah. So I bought a Fender Eliminator kit and we're going to install it. So here's the model number. You can see it comes with a plate cover with a light, the bracket, and all the hardware and the instructions. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And what we gotta do first, take off the seat. All right, so we got the seat off. And now I'm gonna take out these 4 bolts that hold this plate, light, tail section. You know, again, it's called a Fender Eliminator kit, but that's not really the fender. So go ahead and take out these bolts. All right, so once you take out those 4 10mm bolts, there is a connector right here. And this wiring harness is what is connected to the whole tail section. Now, I took a couple other bolts out just so I could see what was all going on inside here. You have the wires for the brake light. You have the wires for the turn signal. But all of this, if you see me pulling on this, this is all part of this same harness that connects right here. So we may need some of this. I don't know yet if the new lights come with a connector for in there, but we will see. Okay, if you can see, there is a little tab right here. Now this tab holds this onto the metal frame, the tail section. So that I had to pry off to get the connector through here to fit through here. So I'm going to take a screwdriver, bend this back a little bit to get it to go back up on there. All right, so if you look at this, there's a hole here, and there's 4 holes here. And if you line this up underneath those 4 holes, they line up with the holes that we just took the bolts out of, okay? So, yeah, they line up, and that is how that mounts. So we're already getting a good look for this. So,
Greg, have you seen my shoes?
all right, so I was able to, I took the screwdriver and I got that to pop back up on top of here to sit there. So, I mean, once it's bolted on, it won't move, but just so I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the back. I opened up all the pieces here, as I showed you just a little bit ago. This hole here comes with a plastic insert that you put in here, and that keeps water and dirt and grime from going up inside your tail section. Now, here's the original. We'll call it the fender, even though it's not a fender, but we're putting a Fender Eliminator on, so I've already talked about that. I think that's weird, but we need this. We need the harness, the connector. So I took it apart. It was a couple Phillips screws and 1 10mm bolt that holds the cover on. That guy right there. And I'm gonna unplug. These are the wires for the turn signals. If you notice, they go out. Okay, so that comes off of this, and I do not see. There's something right there, but I think that goes directly into the license plate light. And I'm just gonna snip it. I'm gonna snip it right here, and then those two wires, I will just, so here's the new license plate light right here, and I will just use crimp caps or splice connectors and put that together. And I'll probably put some heat shrink tube over it just because there's a chance it'll get wet. So I'm going to start assembling this. So this license plate light goes on here. You run these wires through the hole. Okay. I got to find in the bag of hardware, I got to find the 2 bolts, but literally that's how that goes together. Now, the turn signal brackets, okay. This was a kit from Yosh. So I have the sequential, but these are held on via the license plate and the license plate frame and the little plastic screws. Those guys right there that hold the license plate on also hold on the turn signal brackets. Now, if you look at the instructions show you to put, would be the inside, this is the outside. The inside, they have you mount these, say like this. It would be like this, with this towards the inside. Now, when you put the turn signals on, they don't really come out past the license plate too much. So, because here they are here, and these are the sequentials. But this plastic piece right here, the plate would be right up against there. Now, if you look at the other bike, the other video that we did, I turned them around because I wanted more spacing between the turn signals. So that this bike's little, I wanted it more visible, and I want it safe. So we're gonna do that on this one too. So instead of being on the inside, we're gonna put that on the outside. So when we bolt that on, turn signals are a little bit further apart. All right, so what I want to mention is this is that relay. This is the relay, but the TST one that I'm going to show you next controls the speed of because they're LED. I don't exactly know how it works. I'm not going to get into the technical side of it, but I can tell you this: I tested it, and the lights, that's all they do. Okay, they just turn on and stay on. They don't flick, flash. I'm sorry, and neither does the front. And I have the turn signal on, so you can see on the dash, it doesn't do anything there. Same with the other side, just clicks and stays on. So, I'm gonna put the other one on. This is why it's important to make sure you'd notice that anyway, but just saying, it's important that you put that on. And there you go. All right, so we have connected the wires back together. Again, I showed that, but we didn't show just push them in, double check them, make sure we had the right turn signal, left turn signal, passenger side, driver side, whatever you want to call it, working. Okay, we used the connectors for the license plate light, so that's done. But I wanted to say, before you do that, and before you connect this back together, fish it down underneath this. There's an opening here, and get that underneath there, because if you don't, then you have to try and wrap it around here and blah, 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 and there's not enough room for it. So it's critical to get that down through this opening under the frame, connect it in, and that just sits right there in that little pocket beside the frame in here, and that's the way it was before we took it apart. So we already turned it on and tested it. Now, what I want to show you is, we are going to, this comes with the kit, and this is basically, this is the factory one. It is a relay that helps, I can't explain exactly what it does, but
control the speed of the flash.
Yeah, it controls the speed of the flash. And I'm not sure if the existing taillights or turn signals were LED or if they were just like a pop-in filament style lamp. But since these are LED and they're sequential, Yosh must have, they've got this from TST Industries, which I've used on the last bike, and I bought some other parts from TST. You can take this cap off. Would you say it was set out from the factory?
85 cycles per minute.
Okay, yeah, if you heard that, 85 cycles per minute. So when you turn the key on, now the license plate light turned on, turn on. I like that, so I never messed with it even on the other bike. So that is how the sequential turn signals flash at 85 cycles. So we're just going to leave that alone. But what I do want to note is there's a little plastic or rubber, I'm sorry, like a rubber thing that goes on there, and then that sits on there like that and goes over top of this little thing they had from the factory. So all we're going to do now is I'm going to throw a couple zip ties on here just to clean this up a little bit and get it out of the way. This is literally the only storage in a bike, and I keep my insurance card and registration card there. So that's it. We are done with this, and then I'll end this video like that after I put these zip ties on, and then I'm probably gonna do something with the way that they gave me this charge for a battery tender at the bike shop where I picked this up at. So I'm gonna zip tie that somewhere. I ran the other one up over the front, and it comes out here because the way I store the bikes, I like it sticking here. And like I have a little connector I can come up and charge my phone if I had a phone bracket, which I'm gonna get eventually. So I'm probably gonna take this off anyway and run it that way. But yeah, we're done with this. This is the the Fender Eliminator kit from Yosh with the sequential turn signals, and we'll go ahead and we'll do the front one. So stay tuned for that video also. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you find this entertaining or helpful, and we'll see you on the next one.